Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? It is Saturday, April 26th of 2025. We're back for yet another stream. It's probably gonna be a shorter one today, because I don't have too much that I have a very large thing that I want to get done, but I have a bunch of small things that we're gonna do instead. So yeah. But let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we will jump into things. The plan for today's stream is to fix dead snakes. I don't know what's broken, but it's been annoying me for a week, and presumably if people actually want the latest nightly, then they'll want it fixed, so we're gonna fix it. This is actually surprisingly like the first time I've had to fix it in months, so I'm pretty happy with that, but we'll see. We'll see what's broken. Might be a really big pain in the ass, but we'll see. Sarah was first today. Hello, hello. Mr. Swats is also here. Good to see you again. Lee says good morning from Chicago. Nice, nice. Neum. Oh, hello. Thank you for the resub at 29 months. It's good to see you again. Niam, AWC Bongo. All right, TTS. Thank you for your continued support. It's great to see you again. And I hope you're doing well. Crampiel's also here. On a 10 stream streak. Wow. That's crazy. What is this? Hey emote. I like how it blinks right at the end. It's good. Deed Else was also here. Good morning from hell, where the pollen counts have exponentially increased. Yeah, I mean, that's everywhere. It's spring. I'm apparently not allergic to pollen, so it's great for me. I just don't care. I mean, I express concern for you, but it doesn't affect me. Craziest Owl, hello, hello, how you doing? Exonity with whiskey in the belly, hello, hello, good to see you again. We got Silly Laird. I feel like it's been a bit, Silly Laird. When was the last time you were here? Been a couple months. How's it going? Good to see you again, welcome back. Plants should keep their discharges to themselves so my eyes can be in pristine shape. Yeah. Had to take a break from Twitch? That's totally understandable. I totally get it. Twitch can be a pretty big time sink, both as viewer and as streamer. Yeah. I guess let's talk about open source since last time. For those of you that didn't see my YouTube video that went out this week, which was a lot of people really liked this video. I made a tool to automatically type Python code called auto type annotate. I'm not going to completely rehash it here, but you should check out this video where I talk about it. Yeah. But the thinky bits that make this thing successful is a part of MyPy called dmypysuggest, and I decided to make it a little bit better. I don't understand why this is here. This is unrelated. I feel like MyPy primer is drunk. I basically improved it so that it can understand variable references and decorator references and decorator variable references, and don't look at this, and callable instances rather than just functions. So I had to make it learn all of those things so that it can deal with things that look like context manager. Yeah. It was copy pasted from another chunk of code. I didn't write it. It wasn't me. Heard Debian packaging is a nightmare. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Is it automatic? Yeah, it's automatically automatic. It's true. He said, "Don't look at this." Exactly. Don't look at it. You saw nothing. Who's the blame on the new line of code? Oh, me. 100% me. Yeah. I can't stop looking at my screen. Well, good thing it's off screen. It's fine. This is gone now. Goodbye. It's not there anymore. We saw nothing. Okay. Let's figure out what's fucked with dead snakes. Oh god, I hope it's just a merge conflict. Oh, it's not a merge conflict because the update succeeded and the build failed. Oh, this is gonna suck. Build failures usually mean I need to adjust the packaging. No such file or directory. What the fuck? Hey, what's up, Deaf Cat Game? Hello, hello. We've fixed something like this before, but I don't remember how or why or what. Ugh, gross. Well, maybe this won't be a short stream because I don't. Was it raining here? Yeah, new cryptography algorithms, but I think they're not actually new. I think they just maybe they rearranged them because those all look familiar. No, it's not raining here, so I don't know why. Huh. Maybe it was just a drip from earlier. My house creaking. I guess it could be windy. Windy? Oh, it's windy. That's what it is. Yeah, but anyway, let's clone this, get it set up, and then we'll look through the CPython history and see if we can find out why it's fucked. Runbooks, meta GBP. What is the thing that I want to do? Materialize. Jamming. No, we'll do noble. Not that it matters. And we'll go to CPython. We're already on main. Cool. Fast forward that. And we'll try and figure out what they changed. And hopefully fix it. Eliminate Hackle-Star static libraries for cryptographic modules. Is it better now? Is it better now? It should work. What the fuck? Avoid smelly symbols. Yeah. This commit gives me so much confidence. All right, let's see what the fuck was going on here. Python, CPython, commit this. Hey, what's up, Ormus? Hello, hello. Okay, that makes sort of sense. Okay, a bunch of makefile garbage. Module MD5 true. I feel like they edited one of the files but not the other file. And that's why this is a problem, maybe? Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna be my guess. So there's two files here. There's here, no, it's modules setup dot standardlib, which has their weird. Wait, what? This is different. Yeah. This is different than this. And I think this is the one that's fucked. Because this has all of this stuff. I don't know what to do. They've traded out embedded libraries with built-in OS libraries. I think they've just made it easier, air quotes, to only build what they need rather than always building all of this thing. Hackle? I don't know how it's pronounced. Norma says, today's been a bit busy, bought a new phone, and then I was streaming for a bit. How do you deal with distractions such as phone calls or people at the door? I don't have scenes set up yet. Oh. You should set up a be right back screen. Or just ignore it. Did they forget to regenerate this file? Usually that is the problem. And I feel like, wait, this isn't a checked in file. So it's not this file. This is the output of that file. Is it this file that I've edited? No. One of these. Modules / setup. Is that the one? Yeah. These are different. For some reason. But I don't remember how to fix them. Or why this is different. Why is this file different? Like, why is this file different than this file? Well, this is not that one, it's this one. Mesh functions can be disabled, blah, blah, blah. High assurance cryptographic library. Oh, interesting. Uno2 3, hello, hello, how you doing? Since HMAX is always supported, the Haggle Star implementation modules must be built unconditionally. Like, I don't know what the actual fix is for this, but I feel like it's to just copy this to the other file. Is there an associated PR? It's this PR, but I doubt they actually talked about it. PR? Is it this one? What? Oh, what? Is this supposed to dynamic link these libraries now? Any commands to your PC build? No, I haven't put a new one up yet, but the old setup is pretty close. Minus the entire computer part. Which details just linked. It works. Well, does it? Does it works? Strider, Kiru, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we also have a raid from Mocha Tech Plays. Hello, hello, Mocha Tech Plays. How are you doing? It's been a bit. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, raiders. We've also got Cows BR. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to? For those of you that don't know, my name is Anthony. I usually work on open source Python. And today we were trying to figure out what the heck broke in CPython and why why and why. Yes, just and why. Yeah. That's it basically. And then we're going to play around with T-strings, which are new in Python. And we'll see how much I hate them. And I'm pretty sure the answer is a lot, but we'll find out. We're playing with SVG a little bit. Ah. I've done a little bit of stuff with SVG. This is my most recent SVG. Oh, is it demo? Oh, this repo. Yeah, I always forget where it is. That's why there's a redirect. Yay. Oh, and there's a Travis. Is Travis CI actually dead now? Wow, maybe it's actually dead now. Anyway, I made this is an SVG that I created with code, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out pretty well. But yeah. Striker says, "Hey, how do you like this keyboard? I'm about to buy it." I have a review in the video that DDLS linked. Travis isn't actually dead now, but they redid a ton of their documentation. And broke their build status badges, apparently. Fuck. Okay, I don't quite know how to fix this, but I'm gonna just take a guess that if we do this patch 2 setup, that it'll just work. But we'll see. We were drawing an old rotary phone. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. So I think in order to do this, we do gbp pq import, and then we edit modules setup, and then we find MD5, and then theory, we just get rid of all of this shit. And if the docs do what they say they're supposed to do, this should just work. Smile. Fix angle modules. No, I don't want to do that. gbp pq export, and then it's really annoying that Git does not wait PID on the processes they spawn. So you get this nonsense after the process has died, which is very annoying. Oh, is Travis CI just down? Scheduled maintenance. What the fuck? Jesus. Talk about not building a scalable system. What the fuck? Mookatech Plays is gonna go fix lunch. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate the raid. And yeah, go get your lunch. Where is it lunchtime in the world? Are you having a very early lunch in the US, or a very late lunch somewhere else? Sorry, give me one sec. It's almost 11 on the East Coast. It's true, it's true. They're not web scale, more MongoDB needed? Yeah, basically. That'll surely fix their problems. Really. Surely that is the only thing standing in their way from 16 fucking hours of downtime. That's just so bad. I can't imagine needing 16 hours of downtime for anything. Is my clock in sync? It is the correct time today. That doesn't mean it's in sync though. Oh, wait, it's a few seconds fast. Maybe it's not in sync. Or maybe it's synced to something else. Date and time. It's synced, but it did update like several seconds before the other one. So I don't super know. Shrugs? The answer is shrugs. Alright, how does the build for this work? Runbooks, meta GPP, help. If I just run build, is that going to work? What did it do here? Looked for diff, deleted dist, scribed. I guess made a new tag. Okay. I guess it's gonna do its thing now. J Radix says Georgian calendar? I don't know what that means. I know there's the Gregorian calendar. But searching Georgian calendar doesn't get me anything. What are you saying, J-Rex? You good? How's it going? Ashley, hello. This looks like a smart person code. Oh, this over here? I didn't write it, so it's not mine. But anyway, while this builds, because it's gonna take fucking forever, hopefully it works, but we'll see. But how you doing, Ashley? Good to see you again. While this builds, we're gonna take a look at the new PEP. 750, I think it was. Fuck off. We don't need the AI garbage. Template strings. Oh. Oh, fireman calendars, like the sexy fireman calendars. I'm talking nonsense, don't mind me. I see. I got you. I prefer Advent chocolate calendars. Okay, template strings. They're brand new. Implicitly, I hate them. We'll see if they actually suck. Wilfred's here. Hello, right on time. They are accepted, which means they will appear in Python 3.14 unless something catastrophic happens. But Jay Radix, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Use PyUpgrade to remove them. The thing is, I don't think that really makes sense because they have a functional purpose. But anyway, unnecessary annotation aside, this is the syntax for them. They're basically F strings with a T, but they don't produce strings. They produce a template object, which has string and values. Create a Flagate plugin to ban them? Yeah. Oops, spilled water on myself again. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Flagate's gonna hate them, and I guess we can try that out today, too. Because I bet it's gonna be all the same fucking problems we ran into with F strings in 3.12, but yet again in 3.14, but with T strings. Flagate coffee because people who run it don't like tea? Oh, that's a good idea. It's not taken yet, so you could do that. This honestly feels like an LLM use case that shouldn't be promoted. Yeah. First, in order to play with these, we need to find the patch that adds them and build that patch. Because unless it's already integrated, it is not. So we need to find this branch. Get fetch. I don't know how to say this person's name. Doesn't strings already have a template object? Yes. Yes, there is already string.template. But now there will be string.templatelib.template in case you need both of them. And string.template works a little bit different. It uses bling strings. I don't even remember how to use it. T.substitute. Yeah. There's already a thing called string.template. But we have a different thing. Outdated version! Thank you for the resub at 58 months. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate your continued support, and I hope you're doing great. How's your Saturday/Sunday? Wait, I feel like you're in the US, so it's Saturday? I don't remember. Brain all over the place. Detail says newer MCP things have resources and prompts which allow injection of data. And so the template t-string in this case would be able to extract the candidate pieces from an agent AI use cases. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Wilfred says, why haven't I had an acai bowl until today? I'm obsessed. They're pretty fucking good. They're pretty fucking good. All right. Let's build this thing. Configure prefix PWID prefix and make -j5 install. So my fans stopped worrying? Oh, I see why. Running the test suite. But I feel like this means that it got further. Yeah, you can see it linked in the ye old.o files here. So this seems to be working. Maybe my patch is good. Updated version says, great and sunny thing about going bike shopping. Ooh, I really like bike shopping. I really want to buy a new bike too. Because I like my bike and I've had it for fucking, what, 10 years now? And it's not the nicest of bikes, but it's a bike. Works. I haven't taken the best care of it. Well, I didn't really have a choice, I guess. Because most of my bike riding was along the bay in San Mateo. And so there's some parts that are a little rusty from, you know, getting humid, salty air on them all the time. And it's heavy, so like that's not the best either. Man, neither of these windows are great for for stream right now. Trying to just peek at this to see, do we ruin stream compression? But treat yourself. Yeah, I should get a nice bike. I should get a nice bike. Something that I'm like, damn, this is a good bike. I'm happy with my, well, 5 more things. Wilfred says, I usually eat McDonald's or skip breakfast. I haven't had McDonald's in years. Get a one wheel? I don't know that I can do that. Partially because I don't want to be that person with a one wheel, but also they're fucking dangerous as hell. And then you can unlock them and then make them even more dangerous. Life's faded. I haven't had McDonald's in at least 4 hours. Oh man. 50. Oh, TTS, you're letting me down there. Strongly typed, thank you for the resub at 50 months. If only we had base 10 years, and then that would be a relevant number. But it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for your continued support. All right, fans have stopped. In theory, this is working now. Why did it install pip? I don't know. And this is back to building. Okay. So, in theory, we can make a T-string. This already feels gross. Oh yeah. template strings hello and then the empty string. Interpolations that. Thing world none empty string. Yeah. This is quite the object here. Headed to a week-long vacation in Thailand. Ooh, nice. Nice. I was invited to Thailand for work, but I'm already on vacation in Colorado that week, and mountains sound better than Thailand and working to me. Ayo. True? True? Okay, so this seems like a whole thing. I seem to remember these have... Is it iter that they have? Oh, that's even funkier. I really feel like these should be a name tuple, so you actually know what the fuck these fields are. You like T strings. I'm still waiting on the inevitable G strings though. So far I'm not convinced. Ban him. Spyro, hello, how you doing? That sort of makes sense. What is this object? You're sort of a name tuple, but not really. Like your repper kind of sucks. These strings mean I can finally get syntax highlighting my SQL and don't have to use question mark. Except if you're using T strings for SQL, you're doing unsafe things. Like you should just be using prepared statements. It's kind of what they're for. See, these are accepted. Is the API finalized? Yeah. Thank you for the bits, Deedles! Oh, I see. You're trying to trigger the hype train. Did it even work? I didn't see the number go up. Oh, there we go. It's just delayed. Can the T-string not create the prepared statement for me? I guess it could. I guess nothing would prevent it from doing that. It still seems kind of dubious. I don't think you would get autocomplete though. Like it would still just be the same. But I guess you could use it that way. Like you could have a untemplater that just untemplates it. Like let's see, what would that look like? SQLite example. I gotta make a fucking database. Let's just copy an existing database, right? Local, no, cache, pre-commit db.db to here. Sure. Yeah. So let's say that we make a thing from string.strings? What the fuck is the module called? From string.templatelib? Import star? Yeah. String.templatelib. So we have like db, I don't remember the type is. We'll skip the type. Run templated query. So we can have SQL and params, and then for object in template, if is instance o stir, then SQL.append o. Elif else SQL.append question mark. Params.append. Fuck is the o.value, and then db.execute empty string.join SQL params. And so then you could do run, let's see, db equals SQLite3.connect SQLite 34, and then run templated query database, and then t-string select, I don't know, let's say version equals v4.6.0. Select star from repos where version equals version. So this is the idea. This is the idea, I guess. This looks gross. Prefix bin Python SQLite example. No such column version. Oh, it's rev. Ref? What the fuck is the column called? I guess so. Oh fuck. Cursor's gone. Yeah, I mean, I guess that worked. Feels kind of gross still. CJ says, I tried gel recently instead of SQL and thought it was nifty. Previously called EdgeDB. I'll have to say I'm gelling instead of edging now. There you go. It feels gross, but it's a better developer experience. I don't really think so. This seems super error prone. Like, as soon as somebody is like, something like this and expects this to work, like, they're gonna get weird fucking results. Like, this is just gonna give you a nonsense syntax error. And I think people are going to expect this to work. So I actually don't think this gives a better developer experience. I think it makes it easier to accidentally make nonsense syntax errors. Like, I would kind of expect this to work, sort of. Except that I know that what this does. I think somebody who doesn't understand, somebody's gonna be like, oh, this is broken, I'll just change the T to an F, and well, that doesn't work either, but I'll change the T to an F and put string around it, and whoa, it works. Wow, it works now. It's possible to make that work, though. You just need to implement a SQL parser. And then you fucking end up with exactly the problem we had in the first place, which is you're never going to get a perfect SQL parser, and you should just be using fucking prepared statements to begin with. Every time somebody tries to make a SQL escaping library, it's just a pile of CVEs. You're much better to just do the little extra work to either use an ORM or use prepared statements. And don't try and jam strings together. But Gideon says, can this be fixed in the final version? They're basically finalized. This is basically the PEP. I don't know. I don't think this is good. But the other thing that I wanted to look at was to compare this with markup safe. What needs to be fixed? I think the feature just needs to be deleted. The final version of the SQLite implementation is still the example? What do you mean? Like, I'm pretty sure this is how somebody would do this. No, this isn't. I wrote this code. I wrote this code. This is the as far as I can tell, the only way that you would be able to use this thing to write SQL without completely parsing the input, which you don't want to do because you're just going to make bugs. Quitting PDB will kill the process. Oh, this is new. Wait, this is new? Where's my BDB quit? Does array system exit now? Hold up. Wait, why does it exit with 0? That seems not good. That seems not good. S1 Cube, thank you for the resub at 48 months. Holy shit. The 4-year club, let's go! Moosa's also here. Heyo! Thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Do not raise an exception when quitting PDB. Yeah, this seems like a problem. What does it actually do? What does it do? What did it do? Exit gracefully now. I feel like this should sys.exit 1. Not 0. Oh. Are they using something else? It's been, a long time. I'm very late to the party. I just ran into this for the first time. I feel like exiting 0 is problematic. Because previously it would exit non-zero and cancel the process. Consider something like some program with debugger.py and do dangerous option. Previously, when debugging, if you quit in the middle of the program, that would result in an unsuccessful exit code. But after this patch, it now exits 0, despite the program not being successful. In fact, it was explicitly canceled. Drugs. Anyway, that's not what we're here for today. We're here to play around with T-strings. Make virtual env. Ooh, this finished. Okay, so I guess my patch there is correct. How are you doing, Anthon? Any beer cool today? Beer cool today? I don't know what that word means. I don't have a beer today. I actually don't have any beer in my house right now. I need to get more. Any cool beer? Yeah, I need to get some. I don't have any at the moment. S1Cube says, doing great. Back to opening barbecue season in a couple minutes. Oh. That sounds cool. Anthony is quitting alcohol cold tofu. Instead of cold turkey. No beer, pray for Anthony. Yeah. No, I had like 5 of them yesterday, so I'm definitely not on that cold tofu quitting. It's a funny way to put it though. Okay, but let's make that patch to Python anyway, because that file didn't get updated. Modules setup. Where the fuck is the file? Oh, it's at the top. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Where the fuck is this here? Blip. 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 Yeah. Here's the button. Update modules / setup after Hackle static changes. I gotta find that other patch. This one? What's this one? Looks like this was missed in this PR. The CSS is my passion. Quitting cold sushi? Oh, I do really like sushi though. Cellular says, I usually have a large beer, Anthony, and I need like 3 small beers to keep me good. Wait, that's such a funny way to put it. Like it says, what's your take on conventional commits? I think they're fucking stupid. I think they're bad at both the things that they try and do, which is make a machine readable commit message and make a human do needless work. They're both bad at those. We use them at work, and let me show you what I do at work, because I think they're stupid. It's gonna take forever to clone, so we're gonna kick that off while I do this. I think I'm not gonna commit this side patch in deadsnakes because that's just gonna be more work. I think if I just do nothing and this gets merged, then we'll be good. It's like modules / setup. Was missed as part of this patch. I opened God damn, this repo is huge. Why is it so big? Why is there I guess it's 10 years old. But still, half a gigabyte feels like a lot. Alright. You ready for some shell wizardry here? Git log author equals azotilly format equals %s cut -d f or -d this -f1 sort unique -c sort -rn. This will give us all of the conventional commit prefixes that I have used and their counts for all of the history of Sentry. You ready? Bop. I can almost guarantee you that these ones, someone edited my pull request to change the title. I am maliciously compliant. Not very conventional. Yeah. Yeah. These are the more conventional ones, right? Revert X10. Technically conventional, exactly. I like the idea for generating changelogs because it can work as tags. Yeah, but the thing is, people suck at making commit messages, and it's rare that the actual commit message makes sense in your changelog. Like if you actually want to make a useful changelog, you probably need to have a human change all the messages to make sense. Ref means refactor. It also means fuck you, I'm not gonna do conventional commits. The thing is, like, conventional commit messages, like the whole point is to generate a changelog, but it's gonna be worse than if somebody were to actually just write changelog entries. Like commit messages don't necessarily make sense as changelog entries. They don't have all the necessary context and wording, and aren't appropriately done. You have a point. My commit messages suck. Yeah, exactly. They're not good as changelog entries, and that's the entire fucking point of conventional commits. It's like why bother? Just like a huge waste of time for something that doesn't even work. I'm glad I asked. I had something like reference in my head. Yeah. I bet in an embedded changes.xml file that is used to build a Maven site. Thoughts? I was like, why is it red already? Wow, this is so aggressive. You're not authorized to push to this branch. The fuck? They're like, no shit. I'm not the repo person. Why is it big red scary? Anyway, that fixes dead snakes. So I'm just gonna ignore that for now. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, I was gonna markup safe comparison with T-strings. Oh, we get to build markup safe from source. Gross. I guess it's easy to build, so that's fine. Farah says the dunder iter for template in the PEP says these may appear in any order, which seems bonkers to me. I think everyone will assume some sort of left to right guaranteed order. Wait, what the fuck? There's no guaranteed order. Hold up, what? Iter over the string parts and interpolations in the template. These may appear in any order. Empty strings will not be included. I'm pretty sure that just sounds... That can't be right. In the order they appear. Okay, so the comment at the top is just nonsense. Yeah. I think what it's saying is it's not strictly striped. Like normally it would be string, interpolation, string, interpolation, string, interpolation, string, interpolation. But I think that means that it can be string, interpolation, interpolation, because the empty strings are left out. 10 Robot Dev says R, fuck you, E, I'm not going to do, F, conventional commits. Yeah, it fits. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Silioid says you're not authorized to hug me, Anthony. What? What? Comment at the top is CYA? Yeah. Wait, what's dot values? Is dot values a better way to do this other thing? Well, no, because we still want the interpolations. Shrugs. Okay, anyway, I wanted to see what T-strings would look like for markup safe. As an example. Because this is the only other reason that I would think to use T-strings in the first place. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to add, like, grammar support for this, too. Gross. I'm also curious. How fucked is Flake 8 on these things? Not bad so far. Too many blank lines? Oh, but this isn't a T-string anymore. Wow. I'm surprised it's not mad. Does it get mad about this? Oh. That's surprising. Well, it should have complained about this. Oh, except, right, there's a stupid special case for plus. Jeff Devanel, hello, welcome back. Your keyboard is sawed in half, it's true. Why are you trying to fork bomb? Why are you trying to fork bomb there? It no worky. It no worky. Okay, anyway. My editor doesn't know how to deal with them yet. But that makes sense because the syntax doesn't exist yet. Let's try markup safe. Do I have it open here? No. Markup safe example.py. Guess we kind of just want two side by sides. Hey, what's up, MDS Ubuntu? Hello. Make markup of a template. Bring.templatelib, import template, case to markup safe.markup safe. Is it capital S? No, it's markup. So I don't even remember the API of markup safe. Let's look at it. Import markup safe. I mean, we could just use HTML.escape. Markup safe. Is it just escape? Yes. Yes. So, for O and T, if is instance oster, then args. Parts.append markup safe.markup. Oh. Otherwise, parts.append markup safe.escape o.value. I think this is right. Let's not do it like that. Let's do something that's not a script. Ban. I don't know. Hello, name. And let's say that name equals Anthony script alert 0. Because that's my name now. Invalid syntax. Oh. Okay, so that does appear to work. So the other way that this would be done is be like this. Oops, but I forgot /span. And that should produce the same result if I did this correctly. That's kind of the comparison between these two. This feels like a lot of extra moving parts. just to save calling dot format. Donera says vibe coding win. Never. Never. MDS Ubuntu. I think I already said hi to you, but hello again. Major Who's also here. How would we vibe code? I can kind of see why you would do this, but seems a little weird. So another thing that they showed in their example is something like this, which just seems like a bad idea. I don't know, name, class. I don't know. Style. Wait, bold. I don't know. You would never do this, but so let's assume that this is the attributes that they wanted there. And so then the idea is that you would have a value parser like this and say, what? How do you implement this? Yeah, I forget the quoting rules here. This is why somebody better would be better suited to implement this, but you would do parts.append. You know, we're just gonna do this from markup, save, import markup. I'm tired of typing out markup, save. Markup empty string dot join. Wait, shouldn't we recursively t-string this? Yeah, if we're adhering to this, make markup t name equals value, except not an f string, a t string, for name value in o.items, o.value.items. Something like that. I don't think this is quite correct. I did f string again. T string. Hello, hello. How you doing? I don't think this is right. It's been a while since I've written this particular function, but I think it will actually work. Oh, what's the nonsense error? Oh. Forgot escape. Yeah. Mr. Singh! Thank you, 37, 36 months, 36, 35 months. We're almost at 36 months. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we did get this bit here. So, like, this seems too cute. Because then if you accidentally put a dictionary somewhere else, you're just gonna get fucking weird nonsense in the middle of your output. Oops! Accidentally put a dictionary in my template and it silently converted it to this. Seems not great. LaDevs, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Time flies, lots of learning from your streams and YouTube videos. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah. It seems more like an anti-feature than a feature. Also, I feel like templates are not so type safe anymore. Like, at least with this, you could force a function that does what you want. But, Alright, I'm curious what the performance difference looks like, even though we're not going to get a great example of it here. I guess we can make F1, which does this in that version, and then F2, which is the markup safe version. And then you would do do something like this. Of course, it's not print. And we need the same set of attributes here. And this is a little bit of a micro benchmark. This probably actually isn't that representative, but oh no, the code is slightly longer. Whatever. So in theory, we could figure out how slow these are. What's the laziest way to do this? What's the laziest way to do this? Full def main. I don't know. We'll just call F1 and see how slow does that take. Okay. So if we change it to F2, what does it do? Wow, template strings are fucking slow. But we can probably optimize them a little bit. Like instead of doing this, Shrikula, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. So instead of making a bunch of markup objects, let's just make strings. And we can't do this recursively, can we? Vosnia Kui, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. How do we do this? Fuck me. Seems worse in every way. And then we can just say markup empty string.join parts. So that would make it equivalent, I think. I have an invalid module name, so we're gonna do this little hacky nonsense. Oh, it doesn't actually return the value. Okay, that looks correct. So let's see if, because it avoids markup, it's faster now. Might be. Best of. Yeah, it is significantly faster now. So all of the small markup objects are what made it slow. It kind of makes sense. I'm surprised how slow building markup objects is. I thought they were just string subclasses. Markup safe GitHub. Oh, do we have the speedups version of markup safe? That might be why. Markup safe. We do have the speedups version. One call to HTML escape with a longer string might beat up many calls with smaller strings. Well, the thing is, it has to do many small calls anyway. Carrie M8, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, I see. Because markup is pure lib. And so let's go through all of this code, which would be avoided otherwise. Koniggeist! 47 nested T strings, oh no. Escape formatter. Oh yeah, that's the thing. There's yet another way that's very similar to a template string that's in Python already. This doodad. I don't remember how to use it though. F.parse this. Anyway. Which already gives you string part, interpolation part, etc. in pairs. I don't remember what these parts are. Oh, these are the format spec. There's already another template thing, which is what this is. This escape formatter. Nice. Yeah. Oh, did this end up? Oh, wow. Oh, thanks, I forgot. Wow. That was quick. Usually it takes forever for people to review these things. Bots. Heard that term in a while. Metric MG says, does it just remove the script tag and convert it to HTML entities? Yeah, that's what HTML escaping does. It basically takes the 4 characters that are HTML sensitive and removes them. Less than, greater than, single quote, double quote. I think that's it. Oh, we can actually look. Lib HTML. Oh, and ampersand. Forgot about ampersand. Of course. Must be done first, yes, otherwise you get double escaping. Yeah, so ampersand, less than, greater than, and then quotes. I don't know why they wrote it like this instead of just alternating the quote type here. It would have been easier to understand with alternate quote type rather than a backslash. I guess they really wanted to be a single quoted string. But these were double quoted strings. It's very weird. Very weird. I don't know why. Consistency. Yeah. These are double quoted strings too. Yeah, it's I don't know why they did that way. What the fuck is this? Whoa. HTML, wait, there's a whole list of HTML entities in Python? Yo, what? I didn't know this existed. Why does it contain the semicolon? Big star? What is big star? Next we just do from HTML dot entities import HTML5. And then import preprint, pprint HTML5. Now we can get a list of all the characters. What's big star? Oh, there's so fucking many of these. Jesus. Big star! Some of the encodings depend on where in the URL it lives. Yeah. The number of times HTML encoding has changed? I think you're talking about URL encoding, which is slightly different. That's a small star? You're right, it is pretty small. I expected it to be bigger. There's a because symbol and a typo version of it? What is this character called? I thought this was the like QED. Import Unicode data. Mikra, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Unicode data dot name of this thing. I guess it's called the because. Oh, QED is the upside down version of this. Oh. Oh. Is this the QED one? Yeah. Interesting. This is the ratio character. L plus this character. Interesting. Why is there a typo version of it? Oh, you know, just because. God damn it. Map. Interesting. Wait, why is there Macker without a semicolon? That can't be right. There's also micro without a semicolon. Does that actually work? There's no way that works, right? What? Why does that work? Did the other ones work? What? What? Did I just learn something? Do they work for all of them? What's the like less common one? What's one that doesn't have one? BK arrow. Is this just like a quirks mode thing, or is this actually a feature? Okay, that one didn't work. Why did ampersand work? Maybe it's special case? Amp. That one seems to be special case. What the fuck? Why? Also, why are there a bunch of different like Pepsi? What's Pepsi? Oh my god. What are you? What are you, Pepsi? You're gonna be your own line. Oh. It's this character. It's Arab Pepsi, says Larissa Day. Yeah. For units like micrometer and stuff. I'm guessing it's HTML4 compatibility. I'm guessing all of these work without the semicolon. I'm guessing. Nope. Because it's case sensitive? No. What the fuck? Why? I don't know how I'd find the spec for this that would explain it. But maybe there's a reason. Sarcastic Dante, hello world to you as well. How you doing? The Endless River's also here. How you doing? Oh, wait. It might be answered right at the top. Also, why is this so small? Also, whoa. Zooming this page in and out makes my fans spin up. That's funny. It's intentional for legacy compatibility that many code points have multiple character reference names. For example, some appear both with and without the trailing semicolon, or with different capitalizations. Wild. I wish I could find the like historical reason for it, because that seems more interesting than just that note. But also, that's so weird. And this list is static and will not be expanded or changed in the future. Jesus. HTML should add more named character references. No. Like how they're just like, fuck you. No. Not worth the cost of the ecosystem. Backward compatibility. Yeah. God. I fucking love the response. I fucking hate this question and I love the response to it. Because, man, I get asked this all the time and I'm like, no! I said no! Why does HTML standard legitimize tag soup? The German phrase for historical reasons is that word. Those words, says Lagade. I hear it all the time at work. Oh no. This is for Unicode? I mean... Was it? I don't think it was. When was UTF-8 specified? Like HTML1 surely was, but... When was the first version of UTF-8? What I want to know. Draft? First officially presented in 1993. So then, I mean, HTML5 is way after 1993. But character entities are probably around for that. It's hard to know though, because old HTML was very just wild west. Doc type HTML system about legacy compat. What the fuck? Huh. Weird. Cool. Is design rationale documented? Sort of. Chat archives. Oh boy. I like the snark of this document. Why are HTML character entities a thing? I suspect part of it is people fucking hate copy pasting the character into documents and then dealing with the editor fallout. Oh, did somebody replied to my thing? Lucky you caught it before beta freeze. Wait, when is beta freeze? Release schedule. That's in like a week. 2 weeks. Cool. Well, I'm glad they're fixing this. So that's nice at least. Hey, we did 2 things for Python today. Good job, us. Wow. Amazing. And I learned something about HTML entities. What was I even doing before I went down this fucking rabbit hole here? Sama, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Actually, wait, how does this deal with unescape? Does unescape just happen to do this in the right order? Replace charef. Oh, is this to limit backtracking? Interesting. Wait, doesn't this have a polynomial explosion on a very, very long chain of A's and F's? Find the longest matching name as defined by the standard. What? What the fuck is this? What? If you typed a specific character on Mac doesn't use UTF-8, you typed character on Windows and other character set, you get different characters in your browser. Yeah, I mean, you would get different encodings. So you would end up with like a Mojibake if it didn't have the proper encoding. But that hasn't been a problem in so long. Just use UTF-8 everywhere. I guess Windows still has a problem because it still defaults to CP1252 in a bunch of cases. But this is a wild function. This part troubles me. If S0 equals this. So this is purely for names things. Find the longest matching name as defined by the standard. So this is just like really fucking slow for extremely long. Well, I guess it's not extremely long. It's bound to 32 characters. But I guess you could have like uh 9. Like this is probably the slowest thing that it could do because it's gonna loop through every character here. Very weird. Very weird. Chandler, thank you for oh, welcome back. Thank you for your 5-stream streak. How many streaking in the chat? Okay, anyway, back to T-strings. I think those are really only the 2 uses that make sense to me. Even this one seems dubious, using it as SQL and then generating a prepared statement and then running the prepared statement. Partially because the error messages that you get out of this are fucking garbage. They're just absolute nonsense when you fuck it up. This seems dubious, but I understand why somebody might want to do it. Oh, this is an error. Trust. Bonking me for that, Wolfer? That's a pretty weak bonk. And then this one actually sort of makes sense to me. I think the like special casing of dictionaries seems like a bad idea, but that's up to the implementer. And if you implement this naively, it's slow. And it's best to just mark up at the end. But it is faster than doing it this way. Yeah. Because this is not so great. Always fun to talk to the father on his 69th birthday. Nice. Happy 69th to your pops. I mean, it is faster. It just seems like we don't need this. Shrugs. I feel like it's a feature that I will never use, but I could see people being really excited about it. Do I think that Python needs a new syntax to make this feature work? Not really. Like, I think you could do, like, I mean, I've shown you can do it with this. But I want the convenience and brevity of f-strings. Yeah, then I guess you would need a syntax for it. Should we try and implement this as a, like a future f-strings sort of deal? Do a future t-strings? I actually don't think it would be that hard. I don't think it would be that difficult to do. It'd be kind of funny. Can you template a t-string into an f-string? Sort of, but it's gonna be nonsense. It's gonna produce nonsense because you're just gonna get this template object out. No, you can't make a fart string. That's not allowed. You can make the Turkey country code, right? Yeah, Turkey. You can make a Turkish string. You can make a Team Rocket string. A real-time string. But you can't make a tuberculosis string. There's no binary strings. There is one other quirk of the spec, which is you can make a t-string. You can make a t-string that I should have picked a different width number. You can make a t-string like this, make the width 10. And kind of the point of t-strings is that you're lazily evaluating the parts, but this gets eagerly evaluated. You can see it ended up here. It also doesn't show up in the original the expression here, which is a little bit weird. There's another quirk as well, which is T-strings support the like weird debug thing, but it just sticks it into the string, and so you don't actually notice that it was a debug thing later, except that you get bang R here automatically. It's also kind of weird. A tranche string? Yeah. Patrick says, could it be that these libraries were written on earlier versions of Python, and when you now check them out, you see much smarter ways to solve them, but with the later version of Python? We're only looking at a new feature today. And I don't really think this is a smarter way, it's just a slightly less typing way to do it. Typing like keyboard typing. Like this feature hasn't landed yet, but it's been approved. I'm just showing off the edges of it, the weirdnesses, and the like potential use cases. Also, we were just dicking around with HTML because I wanted to see what that was like. But yeah, the idea is, I guess, that you would just write SQL in a template string, and then some engine would split it up into a prepared statement, which is, it's kind of slick, but I don't think it rationalizes this thing existing. At least for me. Or, you know, the equivalent for the markup safe example. Like, ooh, I can write HTML in a T-string. Doesn't super feel valuable to me. I don't know. There's an equivalent feature in JavaScript called tagged. What's it called? Tagged strings JavaScript. Template literals. Template strings. Yeah. Which is just like you can have normal template strings like this, or you can prefix it with a function. And I've only ever seen tagged templates. I've only ever seen oh, this is even weirder. How is it supposed to know what order they're in? What the fuck is this sentence? The tag does not have to be a plain identifier. You could use any expression with a precedence greater than 16. Fuck me, right? LSUMIT, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I assume it's an L. Can't really tell. Is it an I? Twitch's font is terrible. Let's see. What character are you? Oh, you are an L. Okay. This template literals was one of the examples for template strings, right? Yeah, this is one of the things that they took ideas from, I guess. This is some fucking nonsense. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. What the fuck? What? So this builds... Holy fuck. This builds a template literal function. Oh. This is some wild stuff here. This is so cursed, yeah. Earlier versions of PEP attempted to make it possible to fully reconstruct the text of the original template string from a template instance. This was rejected as being overly complex. Reggie says this isn't fucking nonsense. It's the most common phrase in JavaScript. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of get why Python decided to make it sort of separate from this function. But in Python, it's really just like function parentheses, this doodad. But it's also weird to me that like This function doesn't know what order the things are. Oh, I guess it can. It can know them. Because each positional argument this way is interspersed with the strings here. And I assume you would get an empty string. Def, what am I doing? Function f. Yeah, you get empty strings as separators. So, yeah, you can reconstruct. I mean, it'd be super fucked if you couldn't, so sort of makes sense. I don't know why they did it as array and then positional arguments rather than just array and array, but that's, I'm sure it's in their spec somewhere explained. Combination of t-strings and bytes is considered out of scope for this PEP. However, unlike f-strings, there is no fundamental reason why t-strings and bytes can't be combined. We might get tuberculosis strings. Well, I don't understand why there's a fundamental reason that f-strings can't have bytes. Like that, it seems like that could just happen. Because I see this shit all the time where people write, you know, some f-string dot encode. And literally they could just spec Facebook strings as doing this. And be done with it. But tight binding strings, yeah. And like the more of an argument as to why this doesn't exist is you can do this already. I think this has to be byte string though. That already works. Yeah. %b requires a bytes-like object. But I didn't use %b. I used %s. That's funky. I wonder if there's a bug report on this in the issue tracker. Like, I understand why it's that way. But it's just very, it's a little confusing. Probably not that one. Percent interpolation for bytes. PEP 461. Oh, this wasn't a thing before? I just assumed this was always here. PEP 461. Oh. Python 3.5? Wait, this wasn't a thing before Python 3.5? Really? Let's get funky with it. This song is kind of funky. Oh. I didn't know. I thought this was the thing forever. Because you could always do it in Python 2. I guess until 3.5 we couldn't do it. Weird. Okay, so this is probably the last we're gonna find of this. Why is this hidden? Oh, because it's old. Oh, let's see. This is unrelated. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's related, but not the thing. This is different. This is the original patch. This is so minor that I don't even feel like reporting it. Let's see if someone else has. In the closed. Oh, we're already looking at the closed ones. Never mind. Yeah, seems super minor. Silly Laird says, know who else is old, Anthony? Not me. You're not old, Silly Laird? Who else is old? Are we not the Pope because he's fucking dead? That's too soon. Too soon. I'm the oldest one here? I don't think that's true either. Why do people report Python 2 problems now with a version that's abandoned? Because people are dumb. Not like this, but would do good clip, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I don't really know what else I wanted to really look at this. Yeah, I'm definitely not the oldest here. I know at least one person that is older than me. Wilfred says debatable. What do you mean? Debatable that the Pope is alive? I don't think that's up for debate. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Delps is older than I am. That was the one person that I'm pretty sure. I need to fill my water. I'm gonna do that real quick. I will be right back. I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. How's it going? I realized that I have one other thing that we can do today, which is it looks like Pyuwsgi made another release. I don't know why I didn't get notified for it, but thought I had set up notifications for this. Guess not. Well, looks like they don't do releases, they just do tags, so maybe that's why. That would certainly make sense. Oh, what did I miss in chat? Wilfred, I'm 69 years old. You know who else is 69 years old? Dean Elsop's dad. Today. Are you also? Oh, wait, Dean Elsop immediately says, Papa Wilfred is my dad. Age is just an int? Unsigned, of course. An unsigned short. Oh boy. Wait, but a short has a lot of, isn't short 16 bits? So you, even an unsigned care is enough. Happy birthday to father to many more. Yes. Yes. I mean, you can even get away with unsigned care. Nobody's getting to 256. Yarain says, why did you break your keyboard? I got mad. Got mad at open source bullshit. That's why. Okay. Anyway, see if I remember how to maintain this stupid fucking library. GitHub, Lincoln Loop, whiskey, pyuwsgi. What the fuck is the thing called? pyuwsgi wheels. I want to say it's submodules. Yes, apparently yes. Yes, my thread state shenanigans. Fuck do 229 was? That's not that number. Backports for 2.0.28? Backports from what? Well, that's a spooky commit message. What is this one? Bump release. See, that one's different. And that one's a merge. I think that's all I need to do. I don't even remember. Git log pyuwsgi. What did I do here? Git show that's div 0. Use the upstream version. Why did I change the serial? I remember because it was fucky. Because it was fucky, yes, 0 serial, but update to 2.0.29. You know, one thing that I haven't changed. Really, there's nothing sensitive in this file. I should really be more on brand, right? Right? I should be more on brand. More on brand. That's the best part is I bet this breaks somebody's script somewhere. Keyboards are meant to be broke? Yeah, imagine if your keyboard had money. Start demanding rent or whatever. Where did this go? I forget if I have permission to self-merge in this repo. If I don't, then this is inconvenient. Pay per keystroke? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, does this still use the emulator? It does. We could change this to not use the emulator. That would be kind of nice. But then I gotta remember how to do that. It's a module update in it. Get a workflows build. Yeah. I know we do it here, so I can copy paste what I wrote here. Ubuntu 2404-ARM. Yeah, I think that's it. Use non-emulated ARch64. Pay for a subscription that limits the amount of keystrokes? Oh no. Too real. Well, we could ask Copilot for a review. This does. I don't know if that's gonna succeed. Also, I know that this is gonna take fucking forever. But over here it should be faster. Also, am I allowed to self-merge? Oh, I can. Yes. Ormus, you're back. Hello, hello. Chrome has forced dark mode on me and I don't know how to turn it off. Well, I know how to turn it off. I'm just too lazy. I don't really use Chrome. How's the T-string implementation going? Well, we're not implementing it. We were just fucking around with it. I don't know. We got two working examples that sort of seem relevant. I just can't imagine myself using it. We're currently trying to get this to build but fast. I don't know why loading this page spins up my CPU fans. It doesn't make any sense. We fixed dead snakes. Yeah. And then we're playing around with HTML entities because turns out they're weird. Measured angle. That's a Unicode character I didn't know existed. Huh. Did your CPython thing get merged yet? I don't know. I think it failed somewhere. No. Apparently it's failing on the Android build bot with test failures. How the fuck do I... Oh, I gotta expand this. Java.lang.assertion error. Making me nervous. Where's the rest of the fucking output? View all. Oh, here we go. Gilfoil, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Test Android output.test bytes. What the fuck? So what actually failed here? The permission errors. 7 errors. That's protocol version. It's because anything that uses subprocess will fail. Yeah, this is just unrelated shit. They need to add the little decorator doodad. Yay, Android! Oh, they have both architectures for Android too. That's interesting. Interesting. But yeah, no, not merged yet. The build bots take forever. Whoa. What the fuck happened there? So in theory, this one will be faster than this one, is the hope. Because this, I feel like, took hours before. Yeah, we're just building Jansen right now. So like, yeah, 32-bit is done over here. This one is probably not far behind because I thought it was just building 313. It's annoying that it has to continue to rebuild PCRE. Wait. Oh. Is it just doing 3.7 right now? Oh, it's got a lot to go. Why is it doing 3.7 also? Hey, Mustack. Hello, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. Android got x64 support like 2 to 3 years ago. Oh, nice. I don't know why. Why though? Oh, I know why. Probably just so that emulators run faster on desktops. Because I don't know why you would AMD 64 chip on a phone. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Can't you run Android apps in Windows 11? Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, it's doing the builds now. And they're going fast. Builds go burr. I think it's done. I think it's basically done. This might even finish before the other Linuxes. Oh, it's not done. It's doing the last one now. Wow! Wow, it's so fast! Yeah. Then I will merge that. Emma, hello, hello. Well, welcome back. Probably the only person in the chat that's ever gotten a PEP accepted. There's a Google Play Games app officially for Windows. Oh. Yeah, you can post links. Programming channel. Links are life. Yeah, so this even hasn't even started building the prerequisite libraries. So we're finished doing that yet. It's all fucked up. Android apps on Windows 11. On Nightly, hello, hello. No need for third-party emulators. That's kind of cool. Oh. Play Games Beta. That's cool. Wait, they deprecated this? So it was a thing. And now no longer. Alright, we're gonna merge this. And then I'm gonna rebase the other branch. Just because it'll go faster. Wow. Wow, look, a patch for me in 2022. Should I just approve it and merge it? Original Mr. Haste. Long time no see. Hello, hello. You have a fancy badge, so that, guess what? Welcome to VIP land. Man, it has been a very, very long time. When was the last time you were here? Oh my god, 2023. It's been forever. But how you doing? Good to see you again. You've been a sub this whole time. Holy shit. How are things? I still have more VIP badges apparently. Good job, me. Yeah, we run this hack at work. Maybe it would make sense here, but I don't know. I don't know. Intel is gonna make an Android chip too? Wild. It just seems like the opposite direction of everyone in the world. Alright, Emma, I think you'll appreciate this. We learned a cursed thing about HTML today. Or at least I did. Maybe everyone else already knew this. Many of the HTML entities don't need the semicolon. Some of them do, but some of them don't. So like ampersand does not require it. The micro character does not require it. This one does. And some of them are case sensitive. like I think this works. No. Is it this? What was it? Is it this? Yeah. Some of them are case sensitive. But it's very weird. Original Mr. Hayes says, doing great, got a new job. Awesome, congrats on that. I'm doing pretty well, I guess since you were last here. 2023? No, I was still at the same job. I'm still at Sentry. I don't even know what those are. I didn't know anything needed a semicolon HTML. Yeah, these are character entities. Wilfred says, what the fuck? Is it due to browser engines or is HTML spec? This is spec'd in the spec. The lack of semicolon is for backwards compatibilities. And it's only some character references, not all of them. But it's very weird. Zianmop says you just vibe it out and hope it works. Basically, that's HTML for you. Of course it's in the spec, yeah. It's backwards compat to IE7, yeah, basically. It's probably older than that. It's probably HTML2 compat or HTML3 compat or whatever. For backwards compatibility, but not forward, yeah. It makes the like unescape implementations a little bit funky though, because like you have to know what the character is and whether the semicolon is important or not. But yeah, it's very weird. The way that they've spec'd it is they say like all of these are the same character. And so the parser is supposed to find the longest match and then replace it. And so like despite this being sort of ambiguous as to like how many semicolons this should post here because of the like this is technically an allowed character, the spec solves this by just saying the longest one matches. Which is very weird. Do they want to make HTML parsing harder than C++? Oh my god, C++. Yeah, I remember writing code like IOStream whatever with like extra spaces around these so that it didn't get interpreted as a right shift and a left shift operator. I remember that shit. RIP HTML5? What do you mean RIP? This is spec'd in HTML5. Who remembers the blink tag? Yeah, blink tag was a homie. RIP the blink tag. Now you have to do fucking keyframe CSS bullshit. C++ parsing is one of the eldritch horrors of programming. Yeah, it's because Strutrip didn't never took a parsers compilers class. He just was like, I'm gonna make a language, and then he had all of the fallout from that. It gives users standard colons. Yeah, yeah. I think the reuse keywords is probably the most annoying part of C++, but I totally understand why they did it because they were like, backwards compatibility with C forever. So now static means 6 different things. Smile. Good luck. Have fun. But yeah, the fun mess that's created by programming language choices. Oh, heck. Sorry, hold on a sec. Why would you want to parse C++? Well, I don't want to parse C++, but somebody has to compile it at some point. Push toy. That's how the compiler has to parse C++. No surprise that macOS Intel is the slowest here. Hopefully. How does this fucking thing even work? How did I make this happen? It runs on tags. So I just need to upload release to PyPI. So in theory, all I need to do is tag the release, and that'll just make it work. Git show, is it an annotated tag? Aw, gross. Gross. Fucking GPG sign-in bullshit. Maybe with my C++ code being probably mostly safe, I use sanitize when I need to and the right compiler flags, but that's about it. The debate's about how to make C++ safe, but it's both painful and funny. Yeah. 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 So, I feel like I have this problem every year, which is there's inevitably like a week in March or April or May where it's really fucking hot in Michigan. And for the first like 4 days of it, I hold out and I'm like, no, I'm not going to turn on my air conditioning. I'm just going to deal with it being warm. This is for the best. This is a temporary warm streak. I'm not going to turn on my air conditioning. And I go for like 3 or 4 days, and then I'm like laying in my bed sweating balls, and I'm like, no, you know what? I'm uncomfortable. I can turn on my air conditioning and be less uncomfortable. And then I turn on my fucking air conditioning, and then inevitably the next fucking day, it's cold again. And so now my house is freezing. Now I gotta turn the heat back on. You've unlocked the infinite money cheat. You're fine. It's true. I should just do this. The doctor professor says I don't think this way. That's fine. I'm sharing my personal story. You don't have to think this way. Paul knows what pushes me to use the air conditioning. Yeah, that's kind of fair. But yeah, it's chilly today. It's chilly today. For reasons. Oh my god, is this thing done finally? Praise the sun. Okay, we can merge this now. You're a Republican. What does that mean? You're stupid, can't spell, or what are you going with there? Every time I turn off the AC, I'm either too hot or too cold. Yeah. Not allowed? What? What are you even saying, the doctor professor? What even, right? What is going on? You're not allowed to spell correctly? On a Saturday, don't start this bullshit, please, right? I'm curious. I want to hear what their vibe is here. I'm not allowed to say Republican. What is that? Do we have a Pope killer in the chat? Has anyone ever gone as far to even do more look-like? Exactly, Zenmob. 100%. He's in the White House. They don't have Twitch there. Right, I don't have that setting. I can't change the setting to delete merged branches, unfortunately, on this repo, because I'm an outside collaborator. They don't have salt and pepper either. Damn. No flavor, no taste. Put in a direct line to watch Twitch streams. Nice. He just uses signal to cover. There we go. That's funny. Alright, what the fuck are we doing? I do think it's funny that only a Republican would come into a Twitch chat and have to out themselves. like imagine showing up to like a random live stream and being like, "Hi, I'm new here. I don't like something. I don't even, let me think of something I don't like. The food I don't like." Yeah, no, it'd be like me showing up to a random stream and being like, "Hi, I'm Anthony Writes Code. I don't eat meat." Like, why? Ziamom says, "Is it weird that when I'm in a pre-commit hook at work and it says Ace2, I think, I know what his keyboard looks like? It's not that weird. You've been to my stream." The arch users, by the way, of politics. Yeah, exactly. It's the US version of I'm from Brazil. See, announcing where you're from actually feels like kind of okay. Like it's I mean, it's useless knowledge. It's something that no one needs to know. But I think it's kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, this person's from Brazil, or this person's from, I don't know. Brazil happens to be the one that everyone announces they're from Brazil when they come into chat, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, like I don't need to know that your ideals are backwards, the doctor professor. But you know, that's the way things go. Archers are from Brazil, by the way. Come to Brazil. I should maybe visit Brazil one day. Okay, how do I make this fucking tag? It's kind of funny. Forget what repo it was in, but there's like a work repo at one of the previous companies where they had a tag named --help because someone had fucked up the tag command and just pushed that --help tag. Okay, get tag sign 2.0.29 -m 2.0.29 I think is what I want. Can we get a work stream this week? Let me look at my normal calendar. And yeah, we might be able to do one either Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday next week. I will try and do a work stream. Work, I'm doing some crazy bullshit right now. Is this a public gist or private gist? Damn it. I made it private. Fuck. Anyway, I'll kind of show you what I'm doing at work right now, because I think it's actually interesting. I'm trying to squash our migrations, because they've gotten really fucking slow. And as a prerequisite for squashing migrations, I'm trying to fix all of our table drift, because yeah, our tables in prod are not what they run under tests, which is fun. The doctor professor says you could ask me questions. Why would I ask you questions? This is my stream, not yours. Paul Blossom, hello, welcome. How you doing? Classic migrations, let me guess there are thousands of them. Yeah, we have thousands of them, and like 10 apps, and there are cycles in them, and we have hundreds of tables, and it's just a fucking disaster. And Django grinds to a halt when we apply them. Like, it takes 15 minutes to do nothing. But I'm finding all sorts of drift. This fixed a bunch of drift in like how people had created columns, where they had specified a database default in the SQL that they manually wrote to create the column, but the table didn't actually have a database default, so I added DB defaults to a bunch of things. We had a bunch of deleted tables that were just still chilling out in prod. People just didn't actually do the deletions, so I dropped them. I think it's fucking hilarious that we have a thing called safe run SQL, but it is anything but safe. The safe part of it is that it has a statement timeout. That's it. Wild. We also had a bunch of deleted columns that were just chilling out in tables too. So this one, someone just fucking forgot. Like, they did step 1 of removing the column and then didn't do step 2. But this one they just didn't do. This one just didn't do. But basically, I'm trying to get the drift down to 0, so then I can squash things and speed up migrations. And I'm going to try and make this more automated so that people actually are incentivized to do it in the future, rather than just letting it get worse and worse and worse and worse. I'll say it again, you do the work no one else wants to do and they should thank you. Yeah. I will literally delete all the migrations if I run into problems in Django. That's basically what I'm doing. I have a script which deletes everything and starts from scratch, and then I'm gonna use that to make the squash. The annoying thing is because we have cycles, there's 2 cycles that I found. There's a cycle between the Sentry app and the Workflow Engine app. Like one table in here depends on a table in here, and this depends on a table in here. I don't know how to break that cycle. That one's fucked. And then there's a cycle within Workflow Engine where there are 3 tables that all reference each other, and so there's no way to create them in order in a single migration. So they have to be like flipped inward and outward. But fixing them is fucking annoying. I don't understand why. Yeah, it's a big pain in the ass. Urban says, do you prefer Git init or creating the repo on GitHub and cloning an empty repo when you start a new project? They're both about the same. I don't know. I'd probably do both of them. I don't really have a strict preference one way or another. Are they doing microservices with the same database? No, it's just big fucking monolith. It's 2 big fucking monoliths. But yeah. Dr. Professor, I feel like you're being weird. I don't know why you're being weird, but like just be normal. Like I don't give a fuck that you're a Republican. I mean, I do. I think you should open your mind a little bit and, you know, decide to align your morals and, well, Republican with morals. Whew. But that's not the point of this stream. It's a programming stream, and just shut the fuck up. I don't care about your political leanings. Just like don't talk about them. I don't need to know. You don't need to share them, and you can just watch me write code. That's what we're here for. But yeah. Hell yeah, my branch merged. Let's go. I thought I wrote COD. True. This is a COD stream. Write code in some rants, yeah, and finding fuckery in HTML, I guess. Okay, fucking let's make this tag. It's GPG key time. GPG, why tab complete. And paste. And copy some unrelated text. And git push tags. Is that how I did this before? Hold on. Yes. It is how I did this before. Git push tags. Ziamob, how did you forget my password? What? I didn't paste that there. How did you know? Contributor to Python in 2025. Add that to the resume. Actually, I don't think I've contributed to Python in a long time. This is probably my first commit in a very long time. Let's see. How do I view this? That's not how it works, and this takes forever to load. Other equals me. Yeah, this is my once a year commit, it looks like. Hooray. Do you use the material for icons for GitHub extension? No, I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to rebase because of my change? Ah. I was cooking in 2023. Yeah, we got a few more things here. But honestly, the best part, okay, so you see this change here, the one we did today. Let's see how many times I've had to do the same change. 1. Oh, maybe I just complained about it the other time. Okay, maybe I've only just complained about it. Because I've had to fix this like 5 or 6 times. Changing this bit here. Actually, we can find the answer. Module setup. How many times has my complaint resulted in a change in that file? Or me fixing it? You're being dramatic, yeah, it's fine. Modules setup. So 1. 2. Well, this is a useless commit message. What the fuck did they change here? 3. This is almost certainly in response to something that I was like, hey, please fix. Why does this look so satisfying? Yep. Me again. Another one. But yeah, basically this file gets forgotten all the time. I was cooking in 2023. When's the last time you made cookies? Probably 2023. I can do it again. I tried reading the CPython code base once. Once was enough. Yeah, their code is I mean, a lot of it is fairly well organized, but also a lot of it is all over the fucking place. Yeah, so this build still hasn't finished, and we've yeah, let me scroll up. There we go. This build still hasn't finished, but we've already done the build 3 times over in that same amount of time. Okay, so in theory, this will promote the tag, and then I can close that issue. Giant pile of hacks. Didn't you start maintaining pyuwsgi recently? Yeah. Yeah, for better or worse. And to bisect it? I did. I made a video on it. Something like the hardest bug I ever debugged or something. And it wasn't... Yeah, this one. It wasn't hyperbole. It wasn't clickbait. It's also the last video that I put the title like this. But yeah, it's a fucking hour-long video. Yeah. This was a crazy set of videos, like hour-long video, 50-minute video. Oh, and then there was also, I guess I milked this one a little bit. Yeah. You like pointing? Well, it's just like the easiest thumbnail to use, and I don't know. This one looks good, so I use it a lot. But yeah, you can see that I reuse the same thumbnail photos over and over and over, because I haven't made new thumbnails in a while. Here's my faces directory. Some of them I like never use. Like this one. It's a good face though, right? Please use the absorb one. Yeah, this one. Oh, this is a really old one. I've seen his bracelet on in that one. The fork one. A one off here. That was a good one. That one I tried extra hard for. And Doctor says I watched the secret accidental thumbnail creation stream. Yeah, that was God, that was let me see if I can find. There's a clip from it. Where is it? This one. Post in chat. Oh, I can't full screen. There's no theater mode for this? Oh wait, this wasn't the thumbnail video. This was the YouTube recording video. This one's different. This was, I thought I was recording, but I clicked start stream. I like how I just screamed no and then clicked end stream. That was a classic. Wait, do I have I might even have that recording. Let me see. I might have kept the full stream. No, I don't think I have it. Lost to the sands of time. Probably for the best. Yeah. Weird. Anyway. No! Yeah. Yeah, the end of that video is great. Oh god. Epilepsy warning. Get up. Why you know? Oh, it's the drop song chat. Been a while. Been a hot minute before we got this one. Okay. So let me make sure that this uploaded. Wow, 2.0.29. Wow. Ta-da! Should be available in a few. Cool. That got merged. We'll deal with that later. Okay. I think that's Wilfred says muscle must mean two things for you. What's the other one? I only can think of the shitty libc that makes really small static link binaries. Oh, Michigan United Soccer League? No, my brother would know that, but I don't. My brother watches lots and lots of football. I will watch a game with him occasionally, but he is a fanatic of sorts with football. Excited for the NFL? I don't give a shit about NFL either. I like college football. But even that, like, I don't really have time to watch games anymore. Like, I think I saw one game last year. No, I saw 2 games last year. I watched the only 2 games that mattered last year, Wilfred. I'm sure you know what one of them is. Yeah, I watched the Ohio State game and I watched the Alabama game. Technically, I watched both Alabama games last year. Because I watched the one at the beginning of the year and the one at the end of the year. Watching the draft right now? Oh, sounds like a mess. Okay, that's all done. Wow. I got an apology email for someone being a dick in an issue comment. That's a new one. It's not the guy from Discord though. It's not the guy from Discord though. There's no way that guy would ever apologize. Anyway, we played around with this. Seemed fine. I mean, it seems fine. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. People seem really excited about it. I don't exactly understand the hype. Seems like a lot of complexity for a little bit of hype. I think it's going to break Flake8 in weird ways, maybe. In the same way that F-strings broke it. I guess we can test that real quick. Let's test that real quick before we call the stream. PyFlakes won't care, except under build. But PyCodeStyle might. Testing data. I guess this is all. This is really all the tests that I needed. That's it. It's kind of surprising. Huh. Actually, am I just out of date here? My family's up in, I assume, Green Bay. So they basically had to get everything before this Monday since they're kind of locked into place with where the draft is. Oh. Huh. All I've heard is people using T-strings for SQL injection. Yeah. Well, in theory, it's supposed to be SQL injection prevention, and I can kind of see how it would work. We wrote a little example that would actually work properly. What did I call it? This is a T-string parser that turns it into a prepared statement. But like, here's like my immediate criticism of this is immediately someone's gonna be like, well, what if I want a string in front of it? Like, what if I don't want this v here? And then they run this and they get a completely fucking nonsense error message, error near question mark syntax error. And you're just like, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. And then they'll be like, well, T-string didn't work. I'll just change it to an F-string. That'll work. Of course, I'll need to put quotes around it. And surprise, it works, but now you got a SQL injection. So it's like, I just don't see this being an unambiguous improvement over just doing a prepared statement or using an ORM. But that's you know, it is what it is. All right, I did want to check PyCodeStyle testing data Python 3.12 to here, and I want to replace F with T, and then Flake8 on that. And what is it supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? Oh, but we want select equals EW. Another one? I guess just E and W. Okay, line 12. Line 12. Expected 2 blank lines. Yeah, that's fine. Line 17. Also blank lines. So we just ignore the E302 and 305s. Line 201. 201 to 29. Why did I say 201? E201. Yeah, this makes sense. Line 31. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, that means we're gonna have to make code changes. The PEP talks about shell injection as well. Oh god, people are gonna write shell scripts with this garbage. Oh. Oh. Why? I know exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna do something like... Oh. They're gonna do something like... Run shell T template. I mean, code here. And then what would you do? You would do... Oh, this is so gross. But I think it would work. Of course, I would have to do that. And import subprocess. What did this do? Where did the... Oh, foo.text. What the fuck? What did it do? Wait, hold up. Hold up. What did it just do here? Why did it not write to foo.text? Oh, because I didn't make a t-string. Duh. Of course, I forgot the entire fucking point of this is to do a t-string. Okay. Yeah. Wow, slightly safe shell nonsense. Gross. Just like, don't fucking do that. Oh my god. Dream Shade says, do you hate t-strings? I think they're not that useful. I think they're... I'm not believing the hype. I don't think I will use them. Do people not sandbox these days? They really should do it more often, but most people do not. Yeah. This is wild. If there's a way to define custom tags like in JavaScript, that's essentially what this is. Like this this function which takes in a template is sort of equivalent to doing like run shell it's basically like doing this in JavaScript. Like it's kind of equivalent. But in Python it's an explicit function call. Whereas in JavaScript, I mean it's explicit but it's funky. So people take naked user input and run a command. I don't feel bad for them. Yeah. We need p strings to make the FTP Trinity? Yeah. Yeah. I just don't see a need for this. Like, there are safer and better ways to do this than to try and sanitize shellcode. I did think of one other use case for t-strings that sort of makes sense, which is translations. Where like it's a little bit awkward to deal with getText, and you could make a getText library that's slightly better. Like you could say like getText click on the business name deal button. I don't fucking know. I think this might actually be nice. And like you feed the part to get text, but also like we have other ways to do this already, which is like just not do that. Like this seems fine to me. It's a little bit longer to type out. I don't know. Fair. But I don't know. I get it. I sort of get it. But I also don't think it's that great. You ever find a get push hangs? Yeah, it happens to me every once in a while. It's kind of crazy to me how people will fight to the death about introducing a new compression library, but this stuff makes it in all the time. Right? Like syntax seems to be like, yeah, fucking ship it. More syntax better. And people like fight tooth and nail over an obvious improvement to adding the Z standard to standard library. It's wild, but that's the way it goes. But anyway, we fixed the deadsnakes build. We played around with PEP 750. I'll probably make a video on it and get that out soon. Now that I have reconfirmed what I thought I would feel about it. But yeah, that's uh-oh, Kevin. The sentence was about to be, that's about to wrap us up for today. Oh, you missed the stream announcement. Aw. Yeah. It was early today. RIP. Sad day. You'll just have to catch the next stream. But that is going to wrap us up for today, unfortunately. If you wanna... Oh, I feel bad now. Kevin, I'm so sorry I ruined your day. Yeah, I upload educational content. I even brought beer. No! Oh no! But yeah, we're gonna try and do a work stream next week. Simply Scott, good to see you as well. I'm gonna try and do a work stream next week where I fuck around with Django migrations more. Trying to reduce the drift in prod. You've been lurking? Nice. But yeah, you can check out my educational content on youtube.com/anthonywritescode. If you missed any part of the stream and you want to catch up, wink wink, nudge nudge. Coney Geist says time to watch the VOD. Indeed. Those will be uploaded on the VODs channel. They usually show up like a couple hours after stream, so check that out there. And join the Discord. That's where I announce streams. And it's a cool place to hang out. But yeah, that's gonna wrap us up for today. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you around in the future.